Hello, friends. It's Steve, and I'm still here at PAX East, and I'm going to be here for many, many days. But I'm here with Mike, and we just played Power Chord, and let me tell you, I'm pretty good at it. And I might have had Mike in my ear giving me the pro strats, but as far as deck builders and roguelites, I think this one takes the cake. Mike, what makes this different?
Yeah, so the major thing with Power Chord is you're always building a band here. So when you start a run, you choose the musicians that you want to be in your band. Each musician has their own set of cards and abilities, and they're what really make things different each run. And then on top of that, it's really the interplay between each musician and comboing them and playing them off one another to make some ridiculous, over-the-top attacks.
Yeah, so in my run, I have one of my heroes have fallen, and she was the one that was doing like the most damage.
Yeah, you really had her going. So
which really sucks. But yeah, you have each character has like their role too to play.
Yep.
Instead of building one deck that does one thing, you're almost building 4 separate decks that all kind of intermingle together. Can you go into that a little bit?
Yeah. So like you were saying, it is kind of like you're building 4 decks here. You can see the colors correspond to each character. So in this instance, you were getting a lot of sweet red cards for the guitarist. Unfortunately, she died, and when she died, it means all those cards are no longer available. So you've a little bit hamstrung yourself. There are ways to revive her at least, but yeah, it's each character has almost like I'd say 3 archetypes that you can build towards, and it's really best if you choose one of those to build around, and that's where you're going to be able to do your strongest combos and do the ridiculous things.
See, I wasn't paying attention to that part of it.
It's all good. It's all good. I was helping you out. Look at this.
Take all the armor away now. So yeah, you got characters that you can build up armor. Obviously, you have your drummer, the big beefy boy. He's going to be your defender, pretty much.
Yep.
You have your AoE attacker, sort of, in a way. You have your big DPS.
Yep.
And then you have your healing / support character, which, honestly, it's dope. It's so cool how everything kind of like fits together. You're not, like, choosing one archetype to kind of go down the road. You get to kind of play with them all.
Exactly. And each, like I said, there's multiple musicians for each different role. And we are making them, like, dramatically different where, you know, Thor, I'd say, of the drummers is much more defensive, whereas Roxy, which is another one of the drummers, she's a bit more, you can be flexible in being a lot more offensive with her perks and abilities. So, yes, she's more of a tank like a drummer is, but you have some flexibility in terms of what type of tank.
I'm being very ballsy here with my pro strats. Trying to get this dice roll going. But yeah, like all these abilities kind of play into each other, which is I love it. I think it's really cool. And you had, if people have played Slay the Spire, they know that you kind of choose your route as you're going through. Do you want to go if there's any differences in that as you're playing?
Yeah. So the way I like to say it's like it's kind of a mix of Slay the Spire meets Darkest Dungeon meets Monster Train. So obviously you have your Slay the Spire and that it's a roguelike deck builder. You're making your way through a map. But then we have kind of the Darkest Dungeon approach where you have, you know, a cast of characters, each with their own abilities and kind of perks and styles. And then you kind of bring in the Monster Train aspect of merging these different decks and different card types by the different roles.
It's awesome. I'm addicted to it. As you can tell, I just did an interview while I was playing it because I didn't want to stop playing. Mike, this game's awesome. How can people follow it? Is this out now? I don't even know.
It's not out yet. We're aiming for this summer, but you can play the demo right now on Steam.
That's what I was playing.
Wish list it and all that good stuff.
Oh, baby. Thank you, Mike. Keep it tuned here for more of this type of stuff. The good. I'm Steve. Thank you.